I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff on his page. If you want to go over there, somebody can drop Georgia Transparency's link. So people can go over there and check out what's going on. She's out. I know she's out.
305, can you hold on, please?
305 copy.
But so Swine said it's on Discord. Morning, D. So yeah, let's go grab some. Let's go grab some breakfast. How'd y'all like that line? I had one of my my moderators shut it down last night. But I had fun. How about you guys? Did you have fun? Alright. Let's go look at what these guys have to offer.
Oh yeah, welcome, Chopper.
Thank you, Nikki.
It was.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the video yet. I heard she was attacked. I probably would have left Alabama after that one. Come back for another day. I tend to stay away from those kind of videos right before I'm getting ready to do something. Because they
A bunch of computers are, do a quick span. This is just a temporary desk while they're renovating my office. Another desk here.
So, oh my God, it's SIBO in the house. Let's check out this breakfast.
Detention.
You got eggs right here. You got some oatmeal. Right there. Some scones. Little muffins, bagel. Cereal.
I'll log in here and turn off that stupid little heart thing. So let me do that in the studio real quick.
These hash browns that actually look really decent. And you got some kielbasa and cheese omelets right there.
Those are my two here.
Toppings.
Sub only.
Okay.
That one. Couple of sausages. No, I want that. Who's tasty? Already got the meat. That one.
It's an AR number. Yeah, I know. Isn't that amazing? Although if MCC comes to town, he'll be cameraing me on my computers here. This is my work desktop here. Laptop there, laptop there. ARB. Not sure what that means.
I don't know what that means even. Let's try some of the orange juice.
No, my heater, I brought it home. Not gonna need it here. It got warm in here yesterday, so that's why I brought the fan in here. We do have AC, and there's a vent right here, but this room, because of that big window, gets warm.
320 military for a timed out burglar alarm at Peach Auto Body.
This is a Toledo scanner too.
From the rear door of the individual there giving the wrong passcode. 3015
Found Bigfoot. My foot's pretty big.
Good day.
You know what they say about big feet? Big socks.
Wait a minute. Yep, got my key.
Oh, the heart's still there if I just remove that. Let me refresh. Oh, there's Dennis Bigfoot. I didn't catch the joke. So Jared won the Coffee Brain Coffee, the premium roast and the hat. So I'll be shipping that off to him pretty soon.
Placard into the elevator.
We're bringing it to him. I might bring it to him tomorrow. We'll see. It's still too wet to cut the grass tomorrow, and I haven't got my mower back yet. I'll do that tomorrow.
You should see what I'm doing right now. Doing balancing
Pulled a muscle in my lower back yesterday, last night.
juice,
I
food.
could barely walk.
This is the most productive I've been in a while.
Another thing that they can tax you. So they won't even load you without that number, huh? It's fucking ridiculous. That's not capitalism. When a government agency is doing it. See if this bitch is done her stuff yet. Oops.
Hallelujah.
How is this popping up now? Alright, let me find something. Find this woman. See if she's done her onboarding tasks yet. Opening.
So, go crazy last night. Oh, look at my feelings and shit.
No.
right?
That's not American freedom. That's government overstep, and we're allowing it every day to get stronger and stronger.
Driving up to Waterloo today.
Yeah, but it's still the government that's imposing all that shit.
Trolls. All the police.
Go ahead.
You let the dog work? No, but one of the dogs possibly.
Yeah, that's not going to happen in Midwest.
Location on that six.
Yep.
I truly believe that's not going to happen. See something here.
Right. Right younger in the house.
Pretty sure eventually, even the crazies out there in California are going to take a stand.
Always Texas. I sold all my bikes too. And no,
They can't even keep the air conditioners going in California, let alone all those electrical vehicles.
I don't fucking trust
They're rolling blackouts.
drivers are barely. Holy shit. They suck.
It's like Streamlabs may be crashing again, so we'll see. The chat's not keeping up.
Line issues. I mean, I'm not a psychologist. Targeted patent. We have. Anybody else do that?
Let me try something here.
We have. That. Got some leftover steak from last night. Soup or cereal? Soup. I'm a soup guy. I love cereal too for 99 cents. Thank you, Adam. I can't wait. Oh well, what the fuck?
210, we're gonna have to be frank.
KIP.
Because the address is also a vacant lot.
Thank you for the soup.
And I got the call back.
Bob me off. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. Not a big breakfast guy to begin with.
I don't know why it's not working.
I do make a bean sausage gravy and biscuits. Probably the best thing I've ever done.
This is awesome.
And that's what we can do. Since he thinks he can cook, maybe we'll have a little cook-off. I'm sure there's like a cage in between us with us. I already know what's gonna happen when I see it first. put in a chat if you can hear me. Do I need to speak up now? Have a good day, Dubs. Hash brown's not so good. Hey, Walk fan, leave me alone. I sit down to be.
Oh, that's working.
Telling you. I'm home in the middle of the night. Sit down. Ask. Walk up. Sit down on my back.
It's the border
You
thing.
have something to lean on.
There we go.
It's just talking to a friend named Wayne. He's also in the Navy. Actually got a jet.
There we go.
Bringing back all kinds of memories. Oh, what carrier?
It's a big fear.
That's good.
So she's in.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm still over that office. So I will be going there occasionally, just not every day. Very. So yeah.
Playing some on cards. I hope that won't. Might be hard. I think he's here.
Let's see if she even did this yet.
Cutting my live off.
Oh
last
shit.
night.
No.
I still didn't get the bed for like another hour after. Talking about Navy stuff.
Let's see if I can get something to work here.
We got almost done.
956, start for Madison Avenue School of Art, 1511 Madison Avenue for a minute. My caller told me it's a parent versus another parent. They're having a confrontation. Somebody is in a red jumpsuit and the suspect is supposed to be in a red charger waiting outside. 1511 Madison, 956.
Black City Metro Park. 4.
Happens to me a lot too.
Ah.
320 John.
Yeah.
Made by Clipper.
Let's see if this is working.
The knife is fantastic. It cuts the steak very well.
320, I'm going to start for the Cat Branch Library, 3101 Collingwood, caller Shamarlia. Caesar son ran away. He's a 17-year-old lad wearing a red shirt, black pants, last seen on Collingwood 5 days ago. Caller's going to be waiting in a silver Chevy Traverse. 320.
You guys push about the same thing.
Okay.
Honestly, I really don't know how to go. I have a feeling they're going to try to brush me off.
Here comes the finger. Hey, I'm tweaking things with Streamlabs still. It's I can't. It's not even going to be worth keeping it because it's not working right. If I try and add Rumble to the stream, it just literally crashes every time.
Oh, it's a learning curve, right?
It's blocking out the sun, the finger. The deadly finger blocking out the sun.
I'm going to make sure my travels. Run out of helmets before I get too long. So that's what we just kind of worked out. I haven't had allergies since I was little. Or high school.
Trying to sneak it in from the side there.
Last night. Before last night. Things crazy all night long. Woke up.
Start for 327 East Broadway. College reporting a possible stolen Dodge Dakota older model. Stuff in the alley. 327 East Broadway. 411.
It's just down the road here.
But we definitely have something to look into. Our fans going to send me talking about the same thing. I'm going to start.
See if this show on screen now. Warning unindoctrinated.
I'm going to start keeping my plans off.
The games are reset today, guys.
So that worked out for Matthew.
Alright, let's see what's playing. Laura?
Ruined it with your whistling. I don't. I feel like it threw me off so much that I didn't even take my. Now I can't even take my sip. I had it the whole day's recording.
305 East Broadway, would you be calling in?
This is pre-recorded.
Yeah, Bob. I mean, yeah. I didn't even know.
The YouTube algorithm is literally demonetizing almost every stream I do. If I play anybody else's content, and it doesn't even matter what platform it's on, whether it's Rumble or anything. I'm getting like 20 emails a day. Yeah, everything. I mean, little 15-second clips. I mean, I'm not getting any strikes, but
People have like 10K floating around in your phone.
it's not affecting my channel anymore. I'm still living with one strike.
From 3309 Mulberry Street, our caller Thomas Devaney was reporting his green Kia Soul. Has a contact on it, but on the plate number 3309 Mulberry, time now 10:26.
See if I can adjust something here while in midstream. Let me do this.
Just need to figure out where everybody's place is. Fucking snakes.
Oh, I jumped out. Okay. To maintain smooth stream situation.
So that was my breakfast. On my own.
Did it change at all? Let's see something. Let me view it in 1080p or net.
That gummy must have been a more stronger gummy than usual.
What the hell just
Where
happened?
they're marinated.
Very far back. 40, 51, 52, or channel 10.
4051 52, channel 10, please.
52, okay.
Whoops. Definitely need to fix that.
We're coming.
That gummy must have been a more stronger gummy. Yeah, if you guys can get honest links out there, maybe even go into the last, if one of you can go into the last live stream and post a comment with all the links. That would be fantastic. I think it'd be so wicked.
Let's see if I can switch scenes if that'll fix
Very
it.
good with that. Can't say right now. I haven't gone into the VA yet, but I will text you as soon as I'm done showering. Shower shade. All that good shit. Let you know exactly where I am and what VA.
There we go.
Yeah, grab that link. Also, put it in the comment. One of my mods, they can do that. Put every link that you can find
All right, perfect.
in one of the comments. Please, and I'll just pin that comment. Thank you, Miss Lee. nuts. And so we will see returns.
I'm just trying to find the settings that work the best in these conditions.
That's my new little mini brush. I had to buy a brush because I didn't have a damn brush. I had to buy sweatpants because I didn't have a brush. Oh, bathing suit that I never used. And I'll probably, I was going to use it this morning, but now I don't feel like it. And had some staples. That was full. All I want to do is go take a shower. Grandma is Hornets for some grandpa. She keeps blowing grandpa's phone up when he gets no tomorrow. She wants it bad. So I'm gonna go give it to her. Like, hey.
Impact employment, I'm speaking, not going to help you.
Yeah. Chris, being lazy in my DMs. Don't tell.
Well, actually, we started people on both. So, I mean, usually whenever we do any, it's for.
And I think
But, what's your name?
I think she might be.
Let's see.
My Airbnb.
I know. Okay. Well, let me make sure.
No.
No, I don't blame you. What's your last four?
Grandma's Hornets.
Which shift did he start on? But you're willing to do either? So you can start as soon as possible?
Yeah. It's our mission.
Alright. Put a note here. Do you already have your boots and stuff? Alright, thanks. You have a go-to bank for your direct deposit?
122 and 110, sir, for check AC 4144.
Alright, put down here that you're willing to do either shift.
I am not in Waterloo.
Oh, I have 567-333-7924. That's probably why. We probably tried to reach out to you and we weren't able to get you. So let me delete that one and you give me a good one now. All right, that's the one we'll reach out to you on. Yeah, have a good day.
State Farm.
Reporting on one at 2453 Caledonia, 1031.
For them to work both.
God, shut. Stop!
What happened? What happened in Angry Vets chat?
Come out here. Delete all. turning this off. I need to get going. Guys, I love you. DAB family. Adios.
All right, memberships. Is chat working, guys? Or you guys, did everybody leave whenever the video got weird? I just don't like it. Sweet. Foul's on too, huh?
Oh, dude, the Coke's good. He does the Cokes. So he's just doing Coke and drinking? Hell yeah. Walking around, just kissing out. Let's go. Hopefully he gets robbed soon. What happened? Is he fighting the guy? Who is that guy?
Why is this not working?
He's not fighting anyone? Yeah, he's just been beat up and robbed mostly.
Hey, Claiborne.
He's probably having fun at the time of his life, getting beat up, mugged, robbed, doing Coke. No wonder he keeps getting maxed out. yeah, I should know. I love it when he gets maxed out. I love Johnny. He's getting maxed out by every single race on our tour. The Japs maxed him out.
Didn't work.
The Jews maxed him out. The Russians are gonna max him out next. I can't wait till he goes to fucking Africa and all that. Who else needs to max him out? The Reds, the Indians. He needs to go to Choctaw. Get maxed out by the fucking Native Americans. Hell yeah. I love his getting maxed out tour. Hell yeah. Hopefully one of these bitches max him out. Somali Warriors, oh yeah, I love his getting maxed out tour. Who low-key creepy?
Like a man, it's anti-Semitic, the man. It's very anti-Semitic, the man. Okay.
Why do you pour some of that out?
Yeah, I'd rather be on the bigger website.
Why do you pour some of that out?
I want this work.
Yeah, we're watching, buddy. Do something for us. We want content. You might get canceled with Dex Puffy and Mike in the car. Give us some goddamn content. Go get robbed and mugged, man. We need fucking drama. Fuck.
He's like a 30, 40-year-old side of the beach. Shout out Johnny Japanese. Shout out Johnny Japanese.
Go tell the Japanese people you want to drop a nuke on them. yeah, that shit was such good content. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited for my Swiss journey, guys.
420 Eddie.
Swing with his daddy. Hey, come on, Swiss.
Put a sand, please. Put a ball of sand, please.
Yeah, like that, but it's not really. It is for me.
So they're both doing coke, just in the coke
423
mania.
on 2453 calendar
What a
year
life.
for Jennifer versus Jasmine. Just
Oh, yeah, just wake up, walk around, do coke, and drink beers, man. Fuck.
Short. I believe been taking location for the past couple of weeks. 2453 Caledonia 420.
Oh, living the life. Except for getting maxed out stuff every now and then. I don't know if I want to go through with that. But if I wasn't getting maxed out every fucking twice a week or some shit, that would be a good life.
Alright. Guys, I've never had a Twitch account. Somebody last year, 1 year ago about, made a Twitch account, stealing my name, restreamed my content. They're all just somebody restreamed my content to Twitch freely. I only ever streamed on YouTube. Somebody took my username and started streaming to get my content without my, this is my first stream ever on Twitch. I haven't been to stream. I don't follow Twitch US. I love LGBT. I love SPW. I love gays. I love trans. I love Joe Biden. I love Democrats. I love the shit CEO. And I love everybody. I love the Japanese. I love the
It takes the edge off.
I'm Rabbi Ramsey. I'm Jewish. I'm black. I'm deaf. Big black.
He's kissing out right now.
You're anti-Semitic, man. I'm protected now. Thank you. Twitch David. Twitch. There we go.
Yo, is that a Dalmatian pit bull? What the fuck? Would you like to have a herd thumbnail?
Twitch is
It's all proud to like.
Shut the fuck up. What? What do you want? I got. We'll talk with somebody. I live here. Come on, Dad. Like, 3 beers? Yeah. But that's what we're drinking. There we go. You on the beach? Smell like lime. You used to don't smell like that. Depends on where to wear. Is it
Yo,
Twitch?
Shepard's got a mug shot, man. Mug shot for him. He's off, Janny.
Streaming on there without my permission. I tried to email Twitch support and I read a Twitch account. I'm not gonna do it. That's what the bad is. You can't pick up the hoes that are already here. They're like in their relaxed mode. The ones that are walking already, oh my god.
Talk like that so it gets him maxed out.
Why are you not live on Rumble? Constantino, Mod, man, Constantino. Yo, I think we're just 34-year-old niggas in my chat.
Fucking scallions, man.
Reporting in domestic violence 4027 Walker
34-year-old
Avenue.
niggas watching my chat.
It's a lot like in my French face.
Why are you not streaming on Rumble? You're not getting the money on Rumble. Dude, 'cause I don't have my S24 on my fucking Galaxy.
Yeah, his S24 got stolen and taken from him by some really gangster ass fucking Israelis, man.
Impact Employment Solutions, man. Speaking, how can I help you? Hello, Impact Employment Solutions, man. Speaking, how can I help you? Yes. You mean for the like the cleanup crew or like the cleanup crews after the ball games and the hockey games? Yeah, we're always doing that. Yeah, I mean locally, well, it is. I was just gonna say Electro Prime, but we are in the works of getting a couple of other places. There's a place out in Maumee that it's a food production place that we're gonna, once we get the contract signed, we're gonna start pulling applications for as well. You might already see it up on Facebook. Okay. So have you worked with us before? Okay. How long ago was Electroprime? Okay. Let me get you pulled up here. Okay. Now the cleanup crew. No, that's fine. I'm not trying to trap you. Let's see. What's your last four? And your name? Junior? Okay. Okay, well, it's been over a year since the last time you were, well, no, it was just as attendance start and stuff. So you had gotten ready to do it before and just, you ended up just doing the electroprime instead of the cleanup crew? So it looks like they tried to place you there at one point and then it didn't end up happening. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. That is what I'm seeing. So what we're going to do,
420 on C122.
unfortunately, I'm not able to look at the number you're calling from when I'm on the phone with you. What is the number that I'm talking to you on?
Okay, David. Hey.
All right, I'm going to update that for you. Get rid of these other old numbers. Email. Okay, that's the same one. Cool. Okay, so the way it works now is that that email is your login in our system. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link to update your onboarding tasks because we haven't done anything for you for this year. It looks like they were sent to you. Heather sent them to you back in last November, but that looks like that didn't happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those and resend them. Are you there? Okay. I just the phone glitched. I didn't know if I lost you or not. I think it's because someone's trying to call. So I'm going to go ahead and send those to you. There's just going to be our general ones. You're not interested in electroprime at all? Oh, okay. So I'm going to send you the electroprime ones because that actually covers both their stuff and the general stuff for both areas. If you have to reset your password when you go to click on the link, just click forgot password and it'll send you a little code to punch in, and so you'll be able to set that back up again too. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a quick test. Some tasks, the onboarding tasks, but I'm going to send you a quick text letting you know I got it, and that's the number you want to text back and let me know that they're complete, so we can go from there. Okay. I'm going to send it to you. Actually, I'm going to send it to you right now while I'm on the phone with you, so I can make sure you get it. So let me see here. All right, that's good. Onboarding tasks and insert and send. Good. All right. So you should get a text from me. Okay. All right. So go ahead and check that email as well. Do those onboarding tasks, and then once that's done, just if you're going to use the same direct deposit, you don't have to do that for them. But just text me back at that number that I just texted you from, and let me know you're done, and then we'll schedule the next step. Okay. All right, sir. Have a good day.
And one time I copy drive.
We're going after the camera guy. The camera guy has to run. I'm not filming anything. Oh, fuck. They fucked him up. This guy hasn't been heard from again. The cameraman hasn't been heard from. Oh, this is his thing. They got his shit. They got his shit. Like, that's them walking. Did anyone know what they're saying? Now back to your regular schedule program. Is he banned from Kick? Is he banned from Kick, J Trader?
Seafood. I'm suggesting that. Must be Claiborne. That's the only one.
Oh, it's a light ass one? Yeah, they just wanted to break his equipment. Called him the N-word a couple of times. He's saying, let's get hummus. I love it when he said that in the accent, man. I was like, yo, he just talked about bitch ass nigga in that accent. I love America. Oh shit, he needs $2,000. He's only made $17 out of his $2,000 goal. Damn, okay. Who low-key creeping? Wait, so they left the base to go creep on random people? Does he have 100? That's illegal.
This will be 341 miles.
Ooh, they got this. Shawarma? Hey there, buddy. Lappy and Billy John. You see Rumble in his future? Am I wrong, or is YouTube where the audience still is? Is YouTube where the audience is, or is Kick taking a bite out of the live streaming world? What do you guys think? Is Kick, taking a little bite out of the live streaming realm, or is YouTube where the audience still is?
It's a black male in a silver Dodge Dart and a black male in a gray Suburban. We're following him. We believe Colin is also going to be a black male wearing a Nike sweatshirt and brown pants. He's going to be waiting at this location. He's going to report. He's going to be friends with his wife. Organic Express. 122. Okay, let's hear it.
Kick took a bite. You think so? Do you think they took a little nibble? What's Kick? Kick is a brand new streaming. Well, it's not really new anymore. It's been out for what, a year now, I guess. YouTube's where is that? Wrestling ankle biters? D-Line, this is where the cool people hang. Goddamn D-Line. Last time I tried to transition to another platform. Actually, I was just trying to add another platform. Ooh, those peppers are good. But YouTube has chilled. Yeah, I say faggot all the time on YouTube. Yes, they've demonetized me, but I say the N-word and the F-word. Sometimes I'll even say nigger faggot, which is like really bad. I also do hating on gays, trans, any sort of minority group, women, the elderly, large people, really large obese people. You name it, man. I don't think I've said anything nice about anyone, man. I think as of right now, I'm beefing with like 9 different YouTube channels that I know about. I'm not even counting the ones that are silently like plotting my demise.
Yeah, I know. All right. I'm gonna leave early today, 3:30.
Get your KC
This is where I'm going to dinner.
Accountability doesn't like the F word. Good morning, Derek, man, and welcome in. On Kick, I do have a Kick account. Clash of Valor Kick. Will you not sub to me here? Let me link my Kick, and you can sub to me or whatnot. My avatar is a goddamn badger. It's like grr. Here's a copy of my here's a link to my Kick channel. I just don't stream on Kick because how I look at it as, or how I look at the entire situation is Kick bans people. Yo, thank you, man.
So I found it hard to develop patterns for website close. Now I can close for them to close.
Thank you, man. But anyways, thank you, Thomas G. I appreciate that.
His nigger faggot.
But the way I look at it is, if they're gonna ban people, what's the point of going on there and streaming? Like, they can't beg people to come onto their platform and ban them at the same time. At least from a streamer's point of view. I don't know what it's like for the viewers. I'm pretty sure the viewers are just a bunch of Indian kids. Thank you, man. Yo, is that a hippo? Yo, is he taking that hippo to counter?
Impact Employment. I'm speaking. How can I help you? Second. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. I can barely hear you. Sorry, what was that? What do you mean? Well, yeah, that's what we do. I mean, we're hiring for a few places. The Mud Hens, the Walleye, Electroprime. At least that's here in Toledo. Okay, have you worked with us before? Okay, just give me a second. Let me see if I can pull you up.
Jack 20 coming out on the high-level bridge. Appears that there's a disabled motor vehicle on all sides. It's going to be Ohio plate, King Victor Paul, 7235, Gray Camry.
Okay, high level bridge on a disabled King Baker Pole 7235 3 Camry.
What is your last four?
Okay, John.
What's your name, ma'am?
Reporting a property damage crash, development front, entity.
It's been quite a while since you've worked with us, huh? Since the Cookie Factory? I said it's been a while since you've worked with us. When you were at the Cookie Factory? Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right, let me update some stuff here. I'm going to send you some tasks to at least get the ball rolling, okay? What is your current phone number? Okay, and your email? Okay, that hasn't changed. All right. Okay, Miss Washington, get this switched over for you too. Make this the applicant, no longer inactive. Okay, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to send you a quick text just telling you that I'm sending you some onboarding tasks to your email, telling you what to do. Now, your user, when you click on the link in the email I send you, your username is just your email address, okay? And then you just want to click on Forgot Password and it'll let you reset it to whatever you want it to be. I'm sorry? Yeah, I'm gonna send it to. First, I'm gonna send you a text, and then you'll letting you know that you're about to receive some onboarding tasks in your email. Okay. When you're done doing those tasks, text me back at the number that I texted you from. I just sent you a text. Text me back at that number, letting me know that you're done, and then we will go from there. Okay. Okay. Looks like Nick tried sending you some back in January, but you weren't able to get to them. So if you're able to get these done, text me back, and we'll go from there. Okay? All right. If you have any questions, just text me at the number that I just sent you a text from, okay? You're welcome. Bye. Thank you, JC. I appreciate it.
Code 3 for a robbery alarm is going to be at Hensville A3 North St. Clair Street. It's multiple holdups. It's ticket panic. It's going to be a panic 1, panic 2, and panic 3. Hensville St. Clair, code 3, 320.
Ooh, the mud hen's getting robbed. Impact employment switches. No, I'm speaking. Not gonna help you.
956 Grand Route.
Nick doesn't work with us anymore. How can I help you?
42 on the street, that's unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing all that stuff.
Affirmative is going to be 3 North St. Clair.
Okay.
Okay, give me a 2 or 3.
Okay.
Here's close to 42 at Hensville.
All right. Where are you working?
Wheel's down.
Which shift? All right. Well, I'll shoot them a message. Have you been texting them to let them know?
Take immediate 320.
They had you guys locked down?
956.
Okay.
305.
All right. Well, send them a text today. Send them a text today as well, explaining that. But I'll go ahead and note your file. Okay. I would go ahead and show up Norm. Yep. Okay. Yep.
42,
This fucking phone don't stop ringing here. We already told my boss I need somebody to just answer the phones here.
Okay, sir, the alarm is coming in at the corner of Washington and North St. Clair. I think that's a little, like, gift shop.
Okay, I'm there right now.
Okay, first round, you can cancel 320. You're done.
The bracelet just
956.
opened up. My heathen bracelet. Fuck. Okay, let's do this. Actually, I got this for my birthday 4 years ago. My wife got it for me. Class really doesn't want to stay tight on it very much anymore. I'm getting a little fatter. So. There we go. There we go. Why is this drawer keep opening?
You have one new message. Friday, 8:47 a.m. Message deleted. End of messages.
920, I'm going to be Eddie out here. And if you can show me out at 558 East Broadway, I'll follow it.
You have 12 new messages. Thursday, 5:38 p.m. Message deleted.
Everything Thursday.
Thursday, 10:09 p.m.
He calls an office at 10 o'clock at night.
Friday, 8:16 a.m.
Did you say it was the gift shop? Or headphone gift shop?
Message deleted. Friday, 8:18 a.m.
The address is 3 West Clear, the Supremacy, Pennsville, PA.
Message deleted. Friday, 8:35 a.m. Message deleted. Friday, 8:46 a.m.
My name is Kirby Henderson, and I did an application a few months ago.
Message deleted. Friday, 9:12 a.m. Message deleted. Friday, 9:23 a.m.
Hi, Mommy.
Message deleted. Friday, 9:27 a.m.
Hi, this is Maddie Cecile.
Message deleted. Friday, 9:36 a.m. Message deleted. Friday, 9:38 a.m.
Hi, this is Rutherford. I was calling you about the job place you had at 13 left downtown. Engagement at 419-909-88.
Message deleted. Friday, 9:45 a.m.
Hey, this message is for Norm. This is Nick. I was just calling to wish you happy birthday, buddy. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. Have a great year. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Message deleted. End of messages.
According to you guys, we're getting an additional public alarm. It's going to be at 9 Restaurant, 9 Panic, and First Sheriff's Office Unit is right inside by First Base. Are you clear on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're over at First Base now. Nope.
Impact employment months, we can happen to help you.
42.
What?
What's your name? Let me see where they got you.
I'm being told by people here that this used to be Holy Toledo. Or Holy Toledo was closed. It used to be also called 9. So it's not actually an address of 9. That's what it used to be called. So you usually
The
get
name again?
a restaurant next to Frickers.
Townsend?
And everyone is good over here. Okay, everyone's okay. First Base is the register.
Which place were you going to? Oh, there you are. Yeah, you're going to the Walleye. Yeah, you're scheduled. Either 10:30 night at the Huntington Center at the back entrance there. Yeah, where the little courtyard is. Not in the main entrance on the corner, but in the back by where that courtyard is with the tall, that tall statue or whatever it is, or the piece of artwork. Over there. All right. If you have any issues, just text our call off number. Okay. You're welcome.
Reporting on the Greenbelt Department. 11 minutes.
I took the also. So that's the one, the insurance.
Hey, I just seen this email, man. Do we know these numbers? Can we get a list of these numbers so I can block it in our system?
I think it's like the third one.
Yeah, and get them blocked in our system. All right. Bye. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. You?
Good. $71.16. Just go into it and just.
1544 Oakmont on the call.
1544 Oakmont.
Where do I go to?
I'm sorry?
Where do I go to for the application?
You're just doing an application?
Yeah.
Yeah, the IES book, that net. You had the browser open.
They're automatically like stuck on there.
But
On the family offices, they automatically is always on our page.
what?
The computers.
Oh,
That's why I left her in here. I didn't mean to just say.
oh, you're fine.
That's fine.
I don't know why this one's not connected at all.
110 United Street, she's gonna go to Oil Station.
Yeah, yeah, Chrome. This one it does.
Okay, well, no, I mean, that's.
There you go. That's set up ready. How you do today?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, and normally we do have to just do it on the phone. Oh, if you're already in the system, you don't have to.
I'm not really sure.
Let me just check. I did. What's your name?
Christina Carpage with a C. Christina.
CHRIST. Traditional way. What's the last name?
Cartlidge,
It's not looking for anything?
CARTLIDGE.
I'm sorry?
CARTLIDGE.
Come on.
D as in dog.
Like the part of the bone.
Right, yep.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, you're in here. You already did the application. Okay, let's see, onboarding tasks. Nope, not yet. Okay, let's go from there then. What position were you looking for?
First, preferably, or second.
Electropine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you know the, oh, yeah, never mind, first shift.
Wait, the what? I mean, just the places all I need. I don't need to know which shift yet. We'll go from there.
I'm not sure what all you guys have. I'm not sure about what all you guys have.
Yeah, we have the cleanup crews for the mud hens and the walleye as well.
Okay.
Okay. And it's Kate Spade with a bunch of E's at iCloud.
Yep.
Okay. You're going to get an email there with to set up your password in our system. And then you're going to get a second email with some onboarding tasks to do. Yeah, we could have done this over the phone. Yes, dirty it is. And your phone number now is ending in 2225?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna send you just a quick text because that's the one you want to text with us from now on, just so you have the number.
Broadway, Idaho, or caller Angel, they do white Dodge truck, plate Henry, Nora,
Yeah, reset it today, Chopper.
Vehicles running red light. The caller saw the male at the gas station, saw alcohol on him. He is visible into the car.
I like listening to the cops run around here.
Right, I was like,
I like to find out what they're doing when they're running around. It's like a 2-minute delay, but still it keeps you up to date. So what's going on around you?
238-539 to 302 Airport. 411 Missouri, the area, East Broadway, Idaho.
Is this thing that I have, message I haven't read? Read. Thanks, Cleveland.
One purpose for all damage 5901 Lakeside Avenue, North Boulevard, locate the known female Elijah Jasmine. Broke the window out of the house. 5901 Lakeside.
you know school district, you know, maybe?
You can leave that blank. It'll go automatically by your geocode anyway, which is your zip code, so don't even worry about it. I don't know why Ohio asks those silly questions.
Oh, Lord.
Well, Michigan, they ask you some even stupider questions. It's like, they want to know if it's your first time working in a place and stuff like that. It's like, why do they care? That's none of their business. They want you to put your phone number on it and stuff. It's like, wait. Why, so you can find me to get more money from me? Well,
I was just on my tax form, so I gotta ask my mom real quick.
I'm going to be heading out here. Show me out at 818 Forsyth. Oh.
Okay, 18 more seconds.
I'm seeing any 23540.
3540. 89, you're coming across. Accidental.
thanks, being. Why is this popping up right there? Impact employment, I'm speaking up, I'll help you. Hello? Hi. How can I help you? I'm sorry? Hello?
920, I'm going to have 2 sheds back at this location that are going to need boarding those, please. You can contact the city.
Yeah, have you worked with us before? Okay. Get you pulled up to see if I'm checking your eligibility. Okay. What is your last four? And your name? Okay, Looks like you are in here. I don't see anything saying you can't. So what is your current phone number? Yeah, we haven't even started to look. Usually we check them in the afternoon once we get caught up with all our. So in the current email.
411 Circle Park complaint 153 Essex College Point family has been there for a while.
Yep. That's what we have. Okay, perfect. All right. So what I'm going to do? Let me check your status with onboarding tasks. Yeah, the last ones you did were in December. So yeah, I'm going to send you some generic ones just that work for the cleanup crews. Okay. And okay, I'm going to send some onboarding tasks to your email. When those are complete, I'm also going to send you a text. When those onboarding tests are complete, just text me back at the number that you get the text from, okay? That's the best way to get communication, because if I'm on the phone, I can't answer any calls or anything like that, and that's the best way. It pops up right on my desktop, okay? Okay? Will do. Yep, bye. Always love hearing a smoke alarm chirp 20 times in the background while I'm talking to somebody. And then getting upset with me because they can't hear me. It's like, how many times do I have to repeat myself? But I got patience, so. Don't know why this is one when I don't have anything.
Trolling me, Don't be trolling me, now. I got this in the ball down here.
Chirp, yeah. Chirp.
I don't know, I bought these at the beach. I'm gonna remove that comment. Shit, oh, I forgot this too in time. Okay, usually the wash cycle is about to this road and back. We got mad at you for saying you guys are going to jail. What's up, Tammy? Hell yeah, Big Vegas, you know I love to trigger trolls. You know I love to trigger trolls. Jennifer loves life. What's up? We need Tempe against Lyman to come on panel and spill the beans on when they used to drive around pretending to be cops in that Crown Vic. at the questionable times of the mornings. You guys remember that, man? Am I the only one paying attention to this shit?
Alright. Let me see. Add these numbers to our block list.
Call takers left on the line, so you're sometimes walking from behind the FedEx trailer, white t-shirt, we're trying to get clear collars on.
caller coming outside?
Alright, let's see this now.
I advise the call taker to have them come out.
Copy. Please take a service. What did I make that day?
Check Telegram. Anything new on
10
Telegram?
out of minutes, 710 Cherry results. At the office, Alexia, reporting black male.
There's a link in the description, I think.
Wearing a brown coat, black pants, black shoes. Alexia walking down Erie towards downtown. He's also the black female, black shirt, black pants, and brown fur. 710 Cherry results, 220.
Let me check.
Rocket 75 North is 205 Red Hyundai accident. Bumper held out by Bungie Ford Henry John Key 8443 for Vienna Lane 75 North 205 time 1134.
I think I'm done. I don't have direct deposit. Do you guys have cards or no?
Yeah, we pay cards. Do you have your, you said that's done? Let me see something real quick.
Do I have to do that benefit form?
Yeah, just to opt out. If you're not interested in it. Once it opens, I'll show you where you go. You don't even have to fill out the top. If you just opt out, then so right here where it says which plan, one of the choices is opt out. I just sign it. Be right back. Did the internet go out?
What's in your offer, David?
I think we all put out there 110.
No, that's
Let me see something. Not all of them, Jason. Just this laptop disconnected. Reboot it, see what happens.
Can you show me on scene in the area that menacing?
Those crumbs are so good though.
220, 210, 12.
Those fried up crumbles. Hello. Yes. You are correct. Didn't even think about that. What an asshole. No, well, I believe you. Did you just send it? Oh, thanks. I'm going to open up Teams.
52, I didn't copy it.
Maybe live forever as a Viking, so doesn't matter.
Negative.
Keep feasting every night in Valhalla. Oh, thank you. Sweet. Yeah, I'll send you what the new one is once I get it changed. All right. Bye.
305, 210.
Why is this not working? So just this laptop won't connect to the internet here. Forget. I just had it pulled up too. It says I can't connect to this network. Why? I'm not streaming from this one. That makes sense. Okay. Hasn't it been like at $50 at one point?
Oh,
The Zoom thing.
oh. Do I have anything else to do?
Did we get copies of your ID and stuff? As soon as I get this to reconnect, I'll be able to send it to it. I'll just make a paper copy and I'll scan it later. Thank you.
Susan, we're gonna walk over to 710 Cherry Management Center for electrical red.
Put that on that call at star 280.
Thank you very much. In which position were we doing again?
First.
Electrofine?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Why won't this computer
Only
connect?
thing you gotta do lead hands and electrifying.
Yeah, walleye, mud hens, both.
Oh, okay.
Reboot this. Restart.
I'm going to be Baker up here, showing in route to 262 Milford on a follow.
Yes, but they haven't been broadcasting lately.
By Tuesday.
Why is it just this computer that's not connected?
Real talk, I'm not planning for that. She can be daddy for now.
Okay. I'm gonna have to reboot our internet here because I need to be able to connect to this right now. I'm not able to connect to all of it.
where my charger is at? Oh, okay.
It's probably-
Is this anything like for yours too?
Well, for the iPhone,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I have a work iPhone.
Oh, okay. I see.
Not for here, for my other job. All right, let's try and get connected to the internet here. Why is this not working? Who knows? And it's connected. Go figure. So have you worked out there before? Metro Park? No. Even when it was a deco or anything like that?
I'm sorry?
Even when it was a deco out
No.
there? No. Okay. Well, let me get logged back in.
Oh, good that you work.
So you haven't done our little orientation yet, though, either, right?
What about orientation?
We do like a little film with a quality thing
Okay.
that we're supposed to do for Electroprime. There we go. Again, I'm just wondering if this is working. We just rebooted the whole system.
No, right now it's top right there.
Yeah, if you're done, right? It's weird though, it's only not working on one of my laptops. Both of them are wireless, but one of my laptops is connected, the other one wasn't. Okay, now we can get some stuff done. Let me see if you're on this list. Might be able to get you. Hey, Clueless. It's temporary. Why are they burning beehives? These are essential. They want to starve? What's your last four?
4879.
Okay, well, I mean, I would suggest take a lunch, come back here at 1
When today?
to do the orientation. That way you'll be good to go.
Okay.
Then you'll just have to get boots and be ready for when we call you.
Mm-hmm.
We may be sending some people Monday, so
Okay.
that's why I want to get you back to
Do you
this
know the
orientation.
hours?
They vary. The start time, I believe, is 8 o'clock.
Okay.
The first day for first shift.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends on what line they put you on,
Mhm.
because each line starts at a different time. But they'll
Okay.
tell you that.
But it's going to be first shift.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. 1 o'clock.
Just go back. I'm sure I can change it for previous or something. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. So, back to what Dirty was saying. Thank you for the premium telegram, by the way. I appreciate that big time, Dirty, if you're still here. No, I'm all done. I'm all done. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Yeah. You know, watching the watchers. I have to keep an eye on my battery now too, because I'm letting her borrow my cord. Yeah, it seems like he does his streams at some very odd times. It's hard to keep up.
Is that Barrett? That's Barrett. You know how that you know that's Barrett? Because he's a foot taller than everyone. How did he get so tall, man?
That's right. Barron Trump's
What are they putting in the food over there?
graduation is today.
All right. There he goes. All right, nice man. All right, so that's the president attending. Congratulations to Barron Trump. Carly Bonney got that one clipped for us. And so some good stuff happening there at the graduation ceremony, not in trial. Now, let's take a look at some reaction to the trial yesterday. I got a bunch of this stuff queued up. We saw CNN. We saw Anderson Cooper was basically kind of shocked. He was sitting there like, wow. And then we saw Eli Honig, who said that Cohen's legs got cut out from under him, cut out. So just one after another, a whole list of people. Even on MSNBC, here it is.
I think the punches are building cumulatively. I think Tuesday there were bruises and today there's blood, to extend the metaphor. They're not done, and this is a back and forth process. I was listening to your reporting, following along like everyone. I'm going back in the courtroom next. I was just speaking to our colleague Lawrence O'Donnell, who spoke to MSNBC today as well. I think the collective view is these are moments the jury will remember, and they are instilling or adding possible doubts about Michael Cohen's long-term credibility. As I think everyone knows by now who's followed the trial, the question isn't has he changed his mind and retracted things. Both sides agree on that. That's not in doubt. The question is, does this guy still lie? And if he does still lie about anything, little, medium, or large, can you trust him? And the standard is not, okay, do we have to be convinced that he lies about everything? The standard for the jury and why Blanche is making some progress is, by the end of this, does the jury have reasonable doubt about Cohen telling the truth on elements of the crime? The other stuff won't ultimately matter when they deliberate, it just accrues. But what we saw in that kind of dramatic back and forth that has been described today, well, but you did lie, and have you lied, and why do you sound like this, and a podcast where you might sound allegedly unhinged, all of that accrues to whether jurors go back and say, I doubt whether he's telling the truth about an element of the crime. For example, Trump's criminal intent back in 2016.
Yeah.
So I think they are landing blows, Andrea.
They are landing blows. Oh, Andrea Mitchell. Having a rough morning today. So that was yesterday, of course. She's waking up with the Michael Cohen hangover. And here was a reaction from the Hill. So they put together, they say 5 takeaways. Have not read this yet.
Wait,
Let's see what
please
your
be careful.
takeaways are.
I'm about
See
to
if
find
they're
you right now.
They're just, lefty drill.
Sorry.
So here are the main takeaways from Thursday, according to them. They
My
say
studio
the
shut
most
down for a
dramatic
second.
exchange was over a phone call. And whether Cohen had testified truthfully about it earlier this week, we made a big deal about this last night. It says Cohen made the phone call to Trump's bodyguard, Keith Schiller. Cohen had contended.
So seafood is winning, huh?
Because he knew Schiller would be with Trump. And he says that he and Trump, okay, Cohen says he and Trump went on to discuss the arrangements for paying off Daniels. This dude is caught in such a lie. It was like a minute and 40 seconds, right? It's like 90-something seconds. But Trump's lead attorney was able to cast doubt on that. Blanche noted the call happened amid an unrelated minor drama in which Cohen was receiving harassing phone calls from a teenage prankster. Text messages show that in a period of 15 minutes, Cohen texted Schiller asking for advice on his phone harassment. I don't know what to do. Some kid's harassing me. He's threatening me. Help me. Schiller dialed back, but his call went to voicemail, the records show. And then Cohen called Schiller for a conversation that lasted less than 100 seconds. And so, just imagine, how long does it take for you to call somebody and say, hey, is your mother there? You know, is your father there? Is your, hey, I call my mom, hey, is Joey around? Joey has a cell phone, but so I just called Joey if I wanted to, but you get the point. Hey, is Joey around? Where's Joey? And so Cohen calls Keith Schiller. Is like, are Trump and Schiller just waiting there? Cohen calls Schiller. It's like phone rings. Phone rings. Hi, this is Keith Schiller. Oh, hi, it's Michael Cohen. Oh, you're looking for the president? Oh, great, he's sitting right here. Start your message right now. Go. Here's the president. Phone call comes over to the president. Oh, hi, Mr. Cohen. Been waiting here for you for your phone call. What's the latest on Stormy Daniels? And then Cohen.
Oh, I love seafood. What are you talking
Start
about?
speaking, and then you
I mean, good seafood.
like that. You just wasted 20 seconds there, and that was fast. So by the time
Well, thank you for your opinion, Clueless.
that actually happens, right?
Check out
In
your
other words,
page.
Keith Schiller did not give the phone to Donald Trump. That never happened. The whole thing happened less than 100 seconds. By the time Schiller gets Trump's in the middle of something. It takes 20 minutes to try to get him on the phone without an urgency, without some other reason for it. So anyways, Blanche pressed Cohen hard, 100 seconds, like nothing. It was more likely Keith Schiller's like, you're crying over a 14-year-old text messaging you? Stop being a little weenie. Ignore it, block it, moron. Blanche pressed Cohen hard, arguing what the call was really about, which of course was the harassing calls. Cohen admitted, yeah, part of it was about the phone calls. So now Cohen says both things happened in 100 seconds, but he stood firm that he had also spoken about the hush money to Trump. You had enough time in that 1 minute and 36 seconds to update Mr. Schiller about all the problems you were having with this harassing phone call and also update President Trump on the status of the Stormy Daniels situation? Wow. You're an excellent communicator. Cohen insisted, yeah, of course. But the exchange seemed likely to at least raise questions in the minds of the jurors about the accuracy of his earlier testimony. Less than 100 seconds. They hit Cohen over his credibility. The defense was going to have plenty of material to work with. He pleaded guilty to tax evasion, breaches of campaign finance law, lying to Congress. Blanche brought up the false congressional testimony as well as Cohen's account of how the plea deal was negotiated.
Hey, Jared. Congratulations.
Which he admits that he did, even though he said that they didn't. Right? That whole testimony was also wild. Basically, Costello was coming to dangle the pardon over his head if he would keep his mouth shut. And then suddenly, no, he sought out the pre-pardon from Costello. And whether he was disappointed that he was not in the AG, everyone else went to the White House except Cohen. In each instance, he says, Cohen, you're untruthful. He also referenced some of Cohen's gleeful commentary on his podcast. The whole effort was designed to paint Cohen as a liar. Well, Blanche appeared to hit another target. Earlier in the week, the prosecution had emphasized that Cohen had no legal retainer at the time he was reimbursed. They said, that's false business records. But Blanche hit him. They said, well, hold on a minute. Didn't you do legal work for Trump and for the Trump organization for years? Like, it wasn't, you were his lawyer, but you did for years without an official retainer. He also got Cohen to confirm that there's nothing illegal about the hush money agreement.
See you later,
It's a perfectly
Coolest
legal
Beekeeping.
contract. There's
Welcome
nothing
back
illegal
anytime.
about this, right? Yes, sir.
It's usually a little bit more action, but I'm
Totally legal.
doing some tests here.
Underlying Trump's
I'm gonna be
counter-narrative,
mobile
every
pretty soon.
element of what transpired was legal. Thank you, Michael Cohen. Matt Gaetz showed up. End is near. Is Trump going to testify in his own defense? No, that would be dumb. This case is too bad right now. They're not going to do that. They're going to lay down their bodies in front of Trump. He's like, I want to, I'm going to, like Mr. President. Like Secret Service agents throwing themselves in front of him on the way to the bench. Judge Merchan on Thursday instructed lawyers to be ready to deliver closing arguments on Tuesday, which is wild timing. So where yours truly has been invited to go speak at the Get Trump Davos in the Desert Summit, which is coming up on Tuesday. And so I will be delivering a section, speaking for about 45 minutes, going through some slides on the Bragg case. And it's going to be wild because they're going to be in the middle of closing arguments as we're doing that talk. Timing has just been wild lately. So interesting. Okay, so that's the recap from yesterday.
I gotta see if this
poke around.
printer's working.
So that is what MSNBC was saying. Others over here were basically saying the same thing. I don't know if I've heard this phrase before. What is a hang dog quality? Let's see if we can understand what she's talking about. Katie Tur.
It is so interesting being inside because when you're reading it off that document, I got a sense that things were much different in the courtroom. They were more boisterous, they were more forceful. Todd Blanche is very quiet. He's very calm in his questioning, almost serene. Michael Cohen is very quiet as well. He almost seems meek, deflated. He's got kind of a, sorry for the New York City noise, he's got kind of a...
Perfect.
quality to him, just answering most of the time with...
Hang dog, like a whip dog?
That's correct.
Like he's hanging?
He's not the Michael Cohen that anybody who knows him knows.
I get it.
And there was a striking moment earlier on in the morning when, this is after questioning between Blanche and Michael Cohen, back and forth, yes sir, no sir, that's correct, that sounds like me. Short answers from Michael Cohen, very, very calm. And they played Michael Cohen's podcast, Mea Culpa, and in the podcast, he is yelling. He's screaming about how much he wants to see Donald Trump in prison and how it would make him feel so good. And the energy and the emotion and the force with which you hear his voice in this podcast is the exact opposite from the Michael Cohen that you are seeing on Stan. I looked over at the jury at this time, and most of them are just stone cold, just no reaction whatsoever on their faces. There were a couple of them where you could detect a slight smirk.
They just go, this guy's a piece of work, right? Cohen's out there ranting. He's like frothing at the mouth. Trump, like a lunatic. And then he comes in. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I was fighting for my family. Whatever. You go, give me a break, dude. We can see the compare and contrast as obvious as can be. And that's great, right? We miss all of that. It would be very nice if they could just turn on the stinking cameras so we could be a part of this historic trial, for crying out loud. Michael Avenatti was also out. He says, okay, Cohen's testimony, apparently he was reading about it also, says is a light plane crash with no survivors. Sorry, Bragg. When Blanche is done with him, Cohen's dental records will not be sufficient to identify him. What a disaster for DA Bragg, the prosecution, and all of those on the left who thought Cohen was the savior. And there is no shortage of them, man. There were a lot of them. All over the place. Well, Cohen's pretty credible. Pretty credible guy. You know, he had some problematic past, but he has corrected himself. Oh, gosh. The dude, the worst he flipped, he's a total liar, and they have just been thrilled with this. So Charlie Kirk clipped this one. This is a defense attorney, and he's jumping on here on CNN, also making the same point. There was he lied. So Cohen lied again. You put a liar on the stand. He's already caught in so many lies. He's been twisting himself to appease the DOJ for years now. Can't keep track of it all. Honestly, his brain's probably fried. So here is their analysis.
Brady, okay, Randy, thank you for waiting. Your turn now. Recoverable for the prosecution? No.
Ooh!
You can elaborate. You earn the right to elaborate.
Michael Cohen, thank you. Michael Cohen had one job to do, and that was to put Donald Trump in the room and to have Donald Trump part of the conversation concerning the making of false entries in the books and records of the Trump organization in order to influence the election. False entries is a misdemeanor, elevated to a felony because it's in furtherance of another crime, which is election interference. Election one job to do, and he couldn't do it on something so simple. Tell us about a conversation, and the worst part of it is on the record. He sounded so convincing. He sounded so smooth, so good. It was such a good thing for the prosecution. Describes the conversation and then completely shoots the pooch where it looks like that conversation absolutely, actually never happened. Done.
I will say this, as someone who spends a lot of time with these transcripts as night as part of my side hustle here, that conversation right there was actually only one of several conversations that Michael Cohen testified to. It was the shortest one, and it was the least perhaps important in telling the story about how, according to Michael Cohen, Donald Trump approved of the payments of Stormy Daniels, knew about how they were organized and whatnot. That call was on October 24th. On October 26th, Michael Cohen testified in great detail about a longer conversation he had with Trump where he talked about actually setting up the bank account. So, does that no longer matter, that testimony, right?
Lawsus in unum, I think that's the fancy Latin phrase, which for the rest of us means, if you lied about one thing, I don't have to believe another thing that you say, and that is exactly what the judge will instruct the jury. If you find anything that a witness said to be untrue, to be incredible, to be a lie, feel free to disregard the entirety of that witness's testimony.
If you brought up Latin, there's nowhere else to go.
Whoa! CNN having a rough one. So that was at 6:13 this morning, not recoverable, according to them, says they screwed the pooch. And it feels like that from the defense perspective. And where we're reading, I think translates that pretty well, but you can't get the flavor for the tonality and for the energy in the courtroom. And it sounds like it was just brutal. So it's very interesting. Now this was from Lanny Davis. Lanny Davis is really trying to recreate some truthfulness behind this because he was the one who worked with Michael Cohen. You remember this guy? Big Clinton guy, and I think was highly involved in
See you later at GC.
really kind of creating this, pulling this together as a lawfare attack, almost like a George Conway type of liaison. Like George Conway helped to facilitate E. Jean Carroll connecting with Roberta Kaplan, and that whole thing got launched. This was a similar attack using Michael Cohen. But what he's going to try to say is that it's basically about the documents. You only need the documents. You don't need any witnesses. We have the connections here. He basically forgets all about intent and about credibility, and nobody can really testify to anything, honestly. Like, you can't. If Michael Cohen is a liar, everything he said is now questionable. So now you just have what? Stormy Daniels and other Trump comptrollers and other business people who say Trump wasn't involved in this stuff? It's terrible. So here's Lanny Davis just trying to cope through this. We'll listen to this. And he basically, ignore what you heard from Michael Cohen. He's got a close relationship with Michael Cohen. Here's his response.
These could not have been legal fees. He divided 420 by 12. He came up with $35,000. And the sitting president in the Oval Office wrote Michael Cohen $35,000 checks.
So what?
On his personal bank account and paid him $35,000. Those weren't legal fees. If they're not legal fees, they were reimbursements. That makes it a crime.
What kind of crime? A federal crime? Or a state crime? For what? False business records because it was not a legal reimbursement? So what was it?
Oh, those are the documents. That's the testimony.
What was it then?
Parties, including Hicks,
He
very
doesn't even
favorable
say.
to Mr. Trump. And so whether Michael Cohen made mistakes or is
he just jumps right over. He's doing the same. He knows he's doing this too. He just jumps right over it. It's not legal. It's not a legal expense. Therefore, it's illegal. Okay. Well, what should it have been then? It should be a campaign expenditure. It should be labeled as a campaign expense. Well, the feds already investigated this and didn't do anything with that, Lanny. So that's a federal investigation that was declined. Alvin Bragg doesn't have any jurisdiction over the federal process anyways, and this was not a state election, so how is it violation of a state crime to win the national presidency? So it's neither of those. So is it a tax offense? And if it's a tax offense, that's a New York tax offense, and there would be a difference between label it a legal expense or something else for tax purposes. So you have to explain that one then. So he's jumping over it. He knows what he's doing. It's very dishonest and very snaky.
Shouted at by a lawyer, or whatever happens that is entertaining or a gotcha moment, which I definitely understand, Anderson. The documents speak for themselves. The testimony speaks for themselves. And
what testimony? And the documents don't speak for the documents, I guess, do speak for themselves, but you guys have not explained how it's illegal.
No, that the jury will ultimately hear the prosecution. Some the case focus on Weisselberg document.
They didn't even have Weisselberg. They didn't even bring Weisselberg. Look who he knows. He's like, this guy's.
Lanny, it's Caitlin. That answer that you just gave to Anderson there was a little over a minute, close to 90 seconds. That is how long the phone call was with Keith Schiller that night. And what Michael Cohen argued today is that he simultaneously talked about the okay for the hush money deal and these prank calls that he was getting from a 14-year-old. I mean, is the jury really going to find...
And talked to Trump, called Schiller, and he just handed the phone to Trump, all in 100 seconds.
That credible that in 96 seconds they had both of those conversations?
No.
I think it could be that the jury will hold that against Michael Cohen as not being truthful, but it's not going to change what I said. This case is about documents that speak for themselves. The Weisselberg document is more...
We don't even need any witnesses, okay? We just submit the filings.
Powerful for the jury to look at to prove that Donald Trump lied. By the way, the one who's indicted, not Michael Cohen. Whether Michael Cohen
about holding. Don't come after Michael Cohen. You should just trust him because we didn't indict him. Of course not. You should, because he lied and admitted he lied to a federal judge. So why are you going after him for perjury?
That's right, but you also mentioned here the other night that Michael Cohen spent over 100 hours with prosecutors, not just this office with this district attorney, but in general in New York. Did these prank calls ever come up in those conversations, and this is what he was worried about that night?
No, because he wanted leverage. If he went to the prosecutors and said, actually, the reason I called Keith Schiller that night is because I was scared because some 14-year-old was text messaging me nasty, mean messages. They'd say, you're a pathetic joke. Get out of my office. So he had to make that call about something. All part of the scam. So why would he tell them that? Obviously not. Cohen's so dumb, he doesn't realize there's an opposite story that's going to come out at trial. What's Keith Schiller going to say? What's the phone call like? What do the text messages say? What are the But the prosecutors don't care about the truth. They care about just getting past the finish line. They don't care how they win. They just got to get over the line.
So, you know, I'm a lawyer behind closed doors with prosecutors. I wasn't with the federal prosecutors. I was with these prosecutors. So I can't answer that question. Let me just say that the story that Keith Schiller is saying now, let's see if he testifies, and then we'll see who's believable.
He doesn't need to testify because Cohen admitted it. So it's enough. We don't need to have him come in now. Now Lanny's going to switch into code mode. Well, let's see what their evidence says. No. The burden's on you guys. So now he's going to try to burden shift. This happens all the time with scummy lawyers. They try to shift the burden. Well, let's see if Trump can explain it. No. Presumption of innocence. You have the burden, not the other side.
And that's up to the jury. But I also am expecting Donald Trump to testify because he said, I would testify. He's never taken it back. So maybe we'll get a chance to see what Donald Trump says. He's not exactly knowing the truth.
Why?
No, Michael definitely suffered these slings and arrows. When he came to me, he was known to be a liar for Donald Trump.
And you worked with him.
Another 90 seconds, Gabe. I'm sorry. But
you're allowed to go over 90 seconds.
Yeah, but so he's a known liar, and they said, well, great, we'll just flip him. He'll just lie for us now. And they've done that. So, wild exchange. So Lanny, who is about as scummy as they come, he is shifting the burden back over to Trump. Maybe Trump could come out and explain his innocence, because they already have presumed him guilty, which is what the new standard is. If you get indicted, apparently you're already guilty. And that's a little bit of panicky. When he starts going that route, that's not even good legal lawyering. He knows better than that. He knows how criminal law works. Who has the burden of proof? And this is just them coping because their witness is flailing. And he brought all of this on. You know, he was representing Cohen, as he mentioned there. and encouraging this to go forward, no doubt about it. So now it's all blowing up in his face, and he's going to try to say it's on Trump's fault. Don't blame me. Trump didn't even testify. He could have come out and explained this. No. All right, so that was him. Here's Tom Cotton. He was out. Short clip from him.
Hey, Jared.
The prosecution rests its case.
Do you want me to bring that stuff down to you, or do you want me to mail it to you?
I think he says a directed verdict. Let's see what he says.
But what's the bigger news today is that if the prosecution
The hat and the
rests its
coffee.
case based on the evidence they put forward, then this judge should redeem himself in all the erroneous rulings he's made so far by directing a verdict of not guilty against Donald Trump, because there's been no evidence of any crime whatsoever in this case. The trial should end today when the prosecution rests its case. But what's
So basically, that's a moment in a criminal proceeding where one party says, even if you accept essentially everything that they said is true. Okay, so let's say the government rests on Monday. We're back. There'll be a motion for a directed verdict saying that, Your Honor, and you got to take this away from the jury, so the jury doesn't hear this, but it's just a bench hearing. And even if you accept everything as true, they still haven't checked the right boxes. They haven't hit the elements. So there's literally no way, legally, not as a matter of fact finding, which is what the jury's going to say, is this person credible, is this fact true, is that true, whatever. Legally, they cannot come to the conclusion that there is a guilt, that there's guilty here, there's a guilty verdict. So you have to take it away, direct it, sorry government, you failed, and the judge will almost never do that, grant that. But you mark it down on the record for appeal, and Tom Cotton, I think, was right. I mean, as far as I can tell, we don't even know what the elements are that they're shooting for, or the object offense, and they're having a tough time with it. So they are struggling. You can see we've got a couple other bits of reaction. So this was from Georgia. Is any of this having an impact? How is this impacting the election? People asking, is this hurting Trump because he's now a criminal in a criminal trial, under criminal scrutiny, being prosecuted for 34 felonies, blah, blah, blah. Does it matter? Are people zoned out? Do people actually think he's being victimized because he is? Are they realizing the truth? Yeah, they are. Not looking so good in Georgia. MSNBC was down there in Gwinnett County. And here's their report. How is this impacting voters in Georgia, all this Trump lawfare?
Well, guys, good morning to you. You know, this is one of the most closely watched counties here in the key battleground state of Georgia. So it seemed like the perfect place to come out and talk to Republican voters and see all of the coverage, all of the things that we're talking about with this New York hush money trial. How is it impacting them down here? So I spoke with about...
Well, it was 15 to 20 people, so that's...
wide cross-section, a very diverse group of Republican voters here in this county. And I asked them, how are they being impacted by this trial? Are they paying close attention? And what impact might a guilty verdict have on their decision to support the former president? Here's what they told me. Take a look. Do each of you support Donald Trump?
I do.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks,
yes,
Jared.
all three of you?
Whatever works.
Has this trial changed your opinion, even caused you to waver or question that at all?
You know, it's actually caused me to support him more. I just don't believe there's a coincidence that we have a trial happening in Atlanta. We have one happening in New York. So the question people are beginning to ask themselves, like I did, is like, why now? It's pretty much your right says to me. You know, people are tired of going after him, and you see it in so many areas. It's really not a big issue in the party. Actually, they're really making everybody mad, and they look at a big bully, and the government is the bully.
This is going to be your first time casting a ballot. What is it for you that drives your support of the former president?
I think always fighting means taking so much just defense from news and everything, but he still hasn't given up. He keeps fighting to do what's right.
I've talked to many people who formerly identified as a Democrat. They have changed their political persuasion to independent, and they are looking forward to voting for Trump because now they find something in common with a political candidate at that level.
When you say they find commonality, what is that commonality?
They have felt persecuted by the system of American injustice. And it's not a stretch for them to think that Trump may be a victim as well. People see that there's commonality between himself and maybe all the black men that have been incarcerated and the families that have been impacted by.
Yeah, and you know who's responsible for all those black men and women who have been incarcerated. Largely, two people, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Joe Biden was the godfather of all the crime bills, 94 and so on, many of them, screaming about 3 strikes. And if you have one little sliver of crack cocaine, 5 years, mandatory minimum. Right, now, all that stuff. Kamala Harris was boasting about throwing people in jail for marijuana offenses so that she could have cheap labor. These people are disgusting, tyrannical monsters who enslave people and put people in prison for stupid offenses. So, yeah, I have a lot of sympathy with people who feel like the government may have come down on them unlawfully for stupid reasons. And they're waking up now saying, yeah, it's interesting how it happens to everybody. So now they're coming after Trump, but Georgia's voters are waking up. Ooh, it's good. This is our morning show.
So you heard a lot there. That was the sum total of about 3 hours worth of conversation distilled down into those sound bites you heard. But let me just tell you a little bit about those voters. One of the people that you heard from was the chairman of the county GOP, the Republican Party here. We talked to a longtime volunteer, somebody who's out knocking on doors, talking to voters every single day. And then also in that group is somebody who's going to cast their ballot for the very first time this fall as a current 17-year-old. And so really what I heard among all of them, though, is that the trial only furthers their support of the former president in many cases, and that a guilty verdict would not impact their support.
Let's go. All right, that's good news. I think that's exactly right. People recognize this for what it is, and we're still curious about this. So this was from Byron York, and he's been doing some good posts on this. He's really trying to figure out what the hell type of crime are they going to charge him? He has no idea. No one knows. Just rewatch the Alvin Bragg newser from 4/4 after Trump arraignment. It says Bragg refused to specify what the other crime was that he allegedly committed or intended to commit because he says the law does not so require, and that's what the judge said. The judge said, well, kind of choose your own adventure, multiple choice, pick whatever you want, take a card, any card, doesn't matter. Then he made pretty clear the other crime is an alleged violation of New York state law, and so that requires unlawful means. So it's a violation of New York state law, unlawful means, and the unlawful means is a violation of the FEC contribution limit, okay? Or if you don't like that, the backup other crime could be other allegedly false records or other alleged Trump conspiracy to pay too much in taxes, so he overpaid in taxes. Statements that were planned to be made to the tax authorities. So we have no idea on how Bragg would prove that Trump actually committed or intended to commit these crimes, or even whether other prosecutors would eventually specify the crime involved. So he doesn't know, Bragg didn't tell us, we still don't know. It's an undefined crime that we're trying to parse through and get an understanding what's the jury going to look at when they have to make their decision. And we should have some charging documents pretty soon. I think there's a draft version of that. The judge is going to decide what it looks like over the weekend, and then we'll have some clarity.
I'll do whatever you want, man.
These are the rules. These are the
whatever works for me works for you.
Check. And it's insane that we still don't know what
Whatever works for you works for me.
in the middle of a trial. We're on day 18. We just finished day 18. Crazy times. Okay, let's see who is here. What's going on, my friends? Let's see what you say about this. Then we'll round it up. We're going to talk about how Joe Biden and Hunter Biden are falling on their face. We have reaction on... Hey, Vivek did a good job on that. Awesome. Thank you for the link, Bonnie. So Bonnie sharing this link from Vivek. My day in court with Trump. Looks like a good one. So 47 minutes. Woo. It says, Vivek did the best job explaining this trial to the layperson. So good, if I was the Trump attorney, I'd use it as part of my closing argument. Wow. Yeah, he's sharp, man. He's good. He does really good stuff, so I'll have to take a look at that one. What's up, Crash? Says, Lanny Davis is nothing more than the spots on the Hillary dog. He is fully imbued with the ends justify the means philosophy. Orange man bad, so the line spewing is justified. Dog and the spots are one. Yeah, the RP game says he was basically just writing off Cohen. Who cares if he's a liar? Doesn't matter. You just need to look at the documents. Just look at the documents. Only about the documents. Okay, Lanny. You got it. You got it, Lanny. And what's going on? Carrie B's got some clipping for us. Thank you, Carrie B. In the house. Look at this one. We got some good donos coming in. Where did this start? Man, we got some good clips this morning. Let's see. Here we are. Glocky was sharing this one this morning. Glocky with Trump over Are those, what kind of flowers are those? Lilies? I was going to say, is that rhubarb? Trump over all the little rhubarbs? All the tart lefties? Raising up over the rhubarb pie fields? You can see all them screaming at the sky. Good to see you, Glocky. What's going on, Glocky says. What the heck is this controversy with Justice Alito and his wife? Apparently his wife got accosted. Oh my gosh, I think we have him coming. Oh, is he outside? He's right around the corner. Oh, you're gonna hear him, he's coming soon. Apparently his wife got accosted and now loser Democrats want him to recuse himself. Well, of course, they want all the judges who might give Trump immunity to recuse themselves. So it's just one attack after another. Just, you know, it was just Clarence Thomas and his wife, and that's Alito and his wife, and flags and all the things. So, it's the leaf blower guy. He's right there. I can see him. Hey, thanks for clearing out those leaves. We have Glocky saying that one. Glocky also shared this one. Here. This person says, you were driving on the wrong side of the road. There he is. Our federal agent is here. Hello, Fed. Hello, Mr. Federal Agent. Says, sorry, I'm English. Then he shouts, it's the wrong side of the road. He was driving down, isn't it? Because he said it in English. So he's like, oh, well, thank you. Now I understand. I'll drive on the right side of the road. Thank you for that. Hey, Shannon Bream on X spoke to Justice Alito. Looks like a good link, Shannon. Wonder what he had to say about all of it. Glocky says, John Wick is being blacklisted for being a Zionist, yo. Keanu is one of the most realist people on earth and beloved by millions. Democrats are just being mental at this point. What are they doing to Keanu? Putting Keanu Reeves, Lady Gaga, Taylor Jenkins Reid on a Zionist blacklist boosts the Hamas mission. Heck gosh, they're making lists too. They're making lists these days. What's up, Glocky says. So it's breaking in the news now, but a couple days ago, 2 Jordanian illegal aliens tried to force their way onto the Marine Corps Quantico in a box truck. Since then, the DHS has been mum. I saw that headline. Yeah, people were suspecting that might have been a avoided terrorist attack, I believe, is what I saw on some of those headlines. So hopefully they got it under control. Glocky says, this is a picture from the Great Depression. How much longer until we get a modern-day pig? The economy is imploding. I demand my life savings, $29.50 from the Bankers Trust Co. Yeah, not going to get it. And yeah, we wonder when something like that will happen. If there will be a run on the banks, or if that will even matter. Wild times. Interesting, isn't it, man? Those old images are just great. A lot of power in it. Hope you got it back. What's up, Glocky? He says, using the word attack is a pretty strong statement. ICE confirms an attack on Quantico. Ignores questions on the terrorist threat. Whoa. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, interesting. Glocky says, what's up with the Mean Girls episode in the House last night? My money's on Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm going to cover that, I think, on the show today. So I got the full contempt resolution, and it's pretty good. We read through just a smidgen of it some time ago, but I think we'll cover that. I have a good clip on that. White House had some thoughts on Merrick Garland. There's a weird clip of Merrick Garland. He's just outraged. He's kind of, he's very upset. So we'll talk about that. What's up, JC says, please cover Good Logic's Article 78 gag and ungag Trump order. We have, JC, absolutely. We love Good Logic and Joe Neerman. Yeah, we did a full read-through of his petition. We did a full read-through of that on our channel. So, and I know it's still ongoing, he's still battling on, so we wish Good Logic good luck and Godspeed. I think what he's doing is very important, and glad that he's doing it. What's up, Glocky's here. Says, make 2 lists in one list, put down all the horrible things Russia has done to you. And the other list, put down all the horrible things DC has done to you. Yeah, there's 0. I mean, I don't know what anything bad Russia has done to me. I think that they'll blame a lot of, like they blame inflation on Putin's war and stuff like that, but I don't think so. I think it's our government's reaction, to all of it. But anyways, which one has cost you more money and pain and hates you in your way of life? Putin never locked me down. At all. No, but my own government did. That's for sure. Good to see you, Glocky. Bonnie says, without intent, it's not a felony. Without a felony, the statute of limitations kicks in on the misdemeanor. Yeah, and there's no charge. So, who talked about Trump's intent? Would have had to be Michael Cohen, I guess. The only person who really talked to him. David Pecker came out, and that Trump intended to do something with the purpose of bumping it up into something, of a future crime. You're right. So Cohen's a liar. That sounds like reasonable doubt to me about intent. So, and a key element of the whole case is gone. Exactly right. Great analysis, Bonnie. Glocky says, we used to be a proper and a free country, and McDonald's back in 1988, when America was free, and smoking a cig, having a Big Mac, all probably for like 89 cents. Gosh, great country, man. And I can see that. I don't know that I could do that hairdo, but I could probably get a stash like that. Like my stash kind of gets pretty. I don't know, maybe I'll try that one day. Throwback. Did you see over the last, was it like 20 years, McDonald's prices have quadrupled? Was it less than that? Is it 1 year or 10 years? It's 20 years. But the prices have quadrupled, like very quickly. And that's just one area of our economy, which is, fast food, one sector, but it's just crazy how this country has changed. Glocky, the founder of Delta, was the greatest poet to ever walk on earth. Says, I'd rather go down the river with 7 studs than 100 losers. From Charles Beckwith. Good to see you on that one, Glocky. Hey, Leanne says, happy Friday, watchers. I watched CNN last night after your video of Anderson Cooper. Anderson and their panel of morons said basically the opposite of what he said in his earlier update. Wow. He went on to say that Trump's lawyer was ridiculous, waving his hands in the air, raising his voice. He had no impact on the jurors at all. Anderson said he was bored with their cross. I don't get it. He got a talking to, obviously. There's a concept in the law called excited utterance. And it's a hearsay exception, so you say, well, that's an out-of-court statement, so it's unreliable, so it's hearsay, you can't come in. You say, well, it's an excited utterance. It's like somebody just said,
Thank you, Anna. Sorry, I just seen you. Been busy
so it's
here.
kind of like that. Anderson Cooper
Appreciate it.
had an excited utterance. It's like, oh my gosh, you're crazy. I call it Tully. And he got back, he talked to his producer, and the producer was like, hey, dude, dum-dum. Our viewers hate you. So get back in line. He's like, oh yeah, it was terrible. I don't know. I can't explain it. We watched it. I don't know why they flipped like that. Very interesting comment. This old guy says this should be a directed verdict. Bragg put Cohen on the stand knowing he was untruthful. He vouched for Cohen in doing so. He violated all the canons of professional ethics in doing so and should be disbarred for having done so. Yeah, I agree completely. But it's New York. That's the problem. I think they're all down with it. Like, Tish can do whatever she wants. Everybody can do whatever they want. Engeron, Mercon, Kaplan, they all do whatever they want. And it's just a total free-for-all. So I think it should be a directed verdict. And,
Trying to get some stuff done so I can get out of here at a decent time today.
But the judge will not grant it. No way. What's up? Sandy says, do we have a new Fannie filing? I don't think that's new. I do. It was approved. So we're going to cover this today. I've got a Fannie update as well. And that, I don't think it's necessarily new, but the Court of Appeals allowed them to file the notice of appeal, and I have 2 notice of appeals that are queued up, one from David Schaefer and one from Ashley Merchant and Michael Roman, but they're just single-page filings. They're not the appellate memo, they're just the notice. Oh, okay, we're appealing, and then they'll have a bunch of time to get the transcripts and then prepare the actual appellate memo. But I think we've got a Fannie segment coming up. Just Rhonda says it's almost like the judge is waiting for the state to rest. Then he'll decide what the point was, then make that charge. Exactly right. Yeah, he's like, I don't even know. Well, and Trump's team is saying this. They're saying, well, we don't know who to call until we know kind of what the charges are so that we can rebut the charges. Well, I'll let you know. So it's that whoever goes first is at a disadvantage, right? If Trump decides, well, we're going to call all these people, then they might change the charge. So, What's up, John Allen's in the house. What's up, John? Says, Rob, just wanted to say hi to you and everyone, and for you and everyone to have a blessed weekend. Amazing, John. Says, driving eastbound to Tennessee on my way to my son's graduation. Graduation season. Awesome, John. Safe travels, my friend. Congratulations to your son and the John Allen household. I'm sure he'll be very excited that he'll be done and graduating and moving on, as many are. Good to see you, John. Thanks for stopping by, my man. Hope you're well. We got Lady I says, good morning, merry sunshines. I am late. Here's Trump getting down with it, man. He's looking flexible today. Hey, Sandy says, here's a new filing from yesterday in the Fanning case. I'm confused. I thought they already agreed to hear the case. Let's see what this one looks like from Scribed. So this is Trump's notice. Oh, well, first of all, thank you for this document. I did not have this one, so we will add this to the docket today. Yeah, so it's just the notice. So the way that appeals work is you file a notice of appeal. So Georgia was weird because they needed to get permission. So the defense asked for permission from McAfee to appeal. He granted it. Then they go to the Court of Appeals. Okay, we got permission from the lower court to appeal. Can you accept it? Yes, we can. They just accepted it. Said, yes, you can appeal. So then they just filed their notice of appeal. And the notice of appeal is just notifying them that they'll be appealing this. So it's not anything substantive right now. Then they'll probably set some more deadlines and say your appellate memos are due at a certain date and time, now that we know who's appealing. And so that all seems on track. Good to see you, Sandy. But thank you for that, Doc. We'll add that to the queue. Milo Phone Bill says, Fanny was crying last night while honoring the South Fulton Police Department. We're going to have this one on the show. I know, she was crying. It was wild. I watched this one. She's like, you guys protected me when I was under attack from MAGA. So we'll play that one. We got a Fanny update. And we have some Fanny gear that will probably rock that entire segment, I think. That'll be fun. Hey, M. Berkovich says, falsus in uno, falsus
coloring?
in omnibus.
Should I be looking at
Yeah, it's an interesting phrase.
Insta?
And there's another concept. It's called, it's an effect. I can't remember it. There's a guy, Michael Crichton, wrote it. He talked about it. Some sort of an effect. I forget what it is. But it's the idea. It's like if you're reading a newspaper, okay, and you open up to a newspaper on the law and about criminal law in particular, I will be able to read that article and tell you that this is good or this is bad. That was my notification, not yours.
Okay.
So, and I don't know why that was played, but what was I just talking about? Oh, you're reading a newspaper. So if I open it up and I read a criminal defense article, I can say that article has no idea. This journalist has no idea about how this works.
Okay.
But if I turn the page and I now
Let us know when you do, because I enjoy those.
And there's some other journalist who writes about marine biology, I might say, well, it sounds like a good article about marine biology. So it sounds okay, fine. But that article could be as bad as the other one that I know is bad. But we also ignore it. It's kind of like amnesia. I think it's what it's called. Gell-Mann amnesia. There it is. Gell-Mann amnesia. You kind of just forget about it. You turn the page, like, you know, this page is crap, and you turn the page and you say, well, okay, I guess that makes sense. So, oh, what's going on in foreign policy? Oh, I guess that must be true. Well, this must be true. And then you find, you know, that's total BS. And you forget about amnesia. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Very interesting, isn't it? Okay, so let's make sure we get an update on what the heck's going on with Hunter. He's going broke, man. His legal defense has a problem. The patron paying the bills is running out of cash. Oh, no. Hollywood entertainment lawyer flowed millions to the president has told associates, I'm broke, less than a month before the start of his trial. And this is, so I think this honestly correlates with the debates. So it's gonna match right around the same time the debates are happening. He'll either be in trial or just start.
So I'm putting together a broadcast. I'm just literally copying and pasting each of the numbers individually.
And if Trump is not convicted, And Hunter
Howdy.
is going to be.
Did you get my message?
And Joe has a
All
bad
right.
debate
Yeah, you just need to redo that one form.
justification.
Just got to make sure your social's on there.
This is going to be another drag on him. So it's going to be wild if this all backfires and all of their Trump prosecutions fail, and now the person who gets the spotlight is hunting too. Kevin Morris, Hollywood entertainment lawyer who's long supported the president's son, has told associates that he's run out of resources on broke to help fund hunting. Do you know why? Probably because he thinks Biden's going to lose the election. Why would he keep putting good money after bad? What benefit is he going to get if Biden and Hunter lose? Nothing. According to a person close to Morris who's been granted anonymity, the reason Kevin got financially involved in the first place was that he could see that no one was going to help Hunter. Now, 4.5 years later, there's still no help. And now Kevin is completely tapped out. So just when Hunter is facing 2 criminal trials starting in a few weeks, he has no resources. That's pretty dire. Reached for comment on reporting Morris confirmed the person's account, but declined to elaborate further. Spokesman for Biden's legal team also declined to comment. Biden is scheduled, and this might be why Joe Biden is draining his bank accounts. Biden is scheduled to begin trial on June 3rd of the federal gun charges, and the debate is on the 27th. We're going to be at Trump Tower, Trump Hotel, Vegas. Morris has played a key role in handling Biden's legal bills. The person close to Morris says that the lawyer faces financial constraints that are a huge problem. There are concerns about how Biden will pay for expert witnesses to come in and testify. Unclear precisely how much Morris has spent in support of Biden, but it could be more than $6.5 million. Good Lord. At a pretrial hearing on Tuesday, Biden's lead defense attorney, Abby Lowell, signaled that the preparation on charges is facing headwinds. As the hearing opened, Lowell told the judge, Mary Ellen Morica, who's so far been awesome, that for the first time in his long career, he wasn't ready for a trial to start. I'm not ready. He noted the complexity of Biden's legal situations. There's 2 trials looming within weeks of each other. He told Noriega he's just begging for continuance. He just wants to postpone it. He's ready. He just needs to postpone it. Lowell told Noriega that he and his team had been preparing for the trial, but one of the hurdles was finding an expert witness to come in. He said he found 3 experts who had tentatively agreed, but they got to finalize the retainer agreements. Now, experts can be very expensive, $500 an hour, probably a lot more than that, especially if they're traveling. Lowell described having strained resources to handle preparation for 2 trials currently scheduled, but the judge was unmoved. Sorry. It's not clear how much Lowell or other lawyers will be paid. I'm sure he's $1,500 an hour. Morris and Biden were met in 2019, blah, blah, blah. CNN said he's racked up more than $10 million in legal bills. So, the rats are abandoning ship, I suppose, and things aren't looking good for them over there. Why might that be? Well, it's because the president is incompetent. In fact, here are some new numbers from CNN.
Insight into what's exactly cooking here. Take a look here. If you look among black voters age 50 and over, you see that Joe Biden has a very substantial lead here. Look, it's 82% to 8%. This lead is still in the 70s. This looks a lot like what we saw in the overall polling back in 2020. But look at voters under the age of 50. Look here, Donald Trump is pulling 25% of that vote. Joe Biden is at just 62% of this one. This lead, Sarah, this lead is south of 40 percentage points. This is historic. This is what a lot of folks have been talking about, that Joe Biden has a specific problem among younger black voters. And that is exactly what's showing up right here. Where is Biden?
Okay, so 2020 to 24, look at that change.
Well, it won't let me
That's
put a
big
picture
one.
of
So
them.
they're not happy about that. Question is Joe Biden going to be debating or being involved, in his campaign? He's going to debate, I guess, but what will they do in the aftermath of that? Here is Vivek saying that maybe it's just the first domino in the sequence to get him out of the race.
Vivek, you say this might be a setup. Why?
I believe it is a setup, Laura, and here's how it's working. Why did Biden pull this 180 all of a sudden, and why did the Democrats let him do it? Let's put together some facts here. On one hand, CNN is hosting it, the prop up Biden, trying to make him look as good as possible. But also note this is the earliest ever presidential debate in recorded American history, in June. Why is that? This is a Hail Mary attempt for Biden, as his numbers are tanking. This is their last chance to give him a desperate attempt to succeed. And if he to swap out somebody else for the nomination. That's what's going on. Set him up for the best possible look you can give him. It's not a neutral forum. It's CNN. Do the 180 as he's taking. But if he fails, they have enough time to prop up a new puppet. That's what I think is going on.
Yeah, I think he's right about that. And if it's... The other one is in September, right? So if we have a June and September date, I think it's exactly right. So they would have him debate, first one. If he does well, like doesn't lose his train of thought, actually seems competent, talks policy, and, you know, makes his way through it, then they have debate number 2. And that debate is not scheduled too late, so it's in September. So they'll give him one other debate, and if it's bad, then there won't be enough time for damage control. In other words, it won't be an October surprise. It won't be a big final drop. So they'll have all of October to rehabilitate him if needed, and do something else. So I think from a timing perspective, they did a good job on that as the party. I don't know if it's going to be good for Joe, but they're building in time for rehabilitation, and I think Jake is onto something there. So we'll see what happens on that. We've got a full day ahead. Gavin Newsom, I don't know, Hillary. What else could they be doing? Oh, there's a new Jocelyn Wade filing. Oh, from Sweets Kitty. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got some new kiddings. Hey, Lady Ice. Hey, it's Leaf Blower Guy in the house, man. We love our Leaf Blower guys. They are just the best. It says, definitely not the Feds spying on your podcast. He's like a nice man, probably not the Fed. What's up? Truth and Actions in the house. Says, we have a couple comments. What's up, Truth and Action? Says, thank you, Rob, for your work. If for some reason the judge moves forward with the conviction, I don't know what the legal system will come back from it. Is there any recourse for the framing of a political rival, i.e. Bragg and Co. held accountable? Have you seen this from Ivan Ranklin? I think I did watch that, actually, yeah. I did watch a portion of that. He was reporting himself talking about the entire Crossfire Hurricane attack, General Flynn, and how they went after everybody. Yeah, he's an interesting dude. I follow him on X. But it's a good question. Honestly, in New York, I'm not sure that there will be repercussion there. Tish James will probably be fine. Fannie Willis will probably be fine. There will probably be some, elections have consequences, so there will be some electoral consequences from this if Trump wins the White House. And if this is a contributing factor to that, then yeah, Trump would have an opportunity to right some of these wrongs. Congress is now investigating. I know. I think the pendulum does swing back and forth right now. We're sort of in an insane permutation of our justice system, but the pendulum swings back the other way. And I actually don't have strong faith that this will happen, but I do hope that when Trump comes in, there is a reckoning for a lot of this. I do hope, but I'm not optimistic that will happen because it's a swamp. The swamp kind of always lurches on. Sandy, what's up? Also sharing this one. Nathan Wade trying to get out of the support agreement. Very interesting. So he cuts his kids off. Now he's trying to get out of his wife's agreement. All from that relationship with Fannie. Man, he should have just been a good husband, huh? Hey, what's up? This one from Bonnie. Here's a link talking about the first debate. Here you go. Chris Wallace versus Trump, and then Joe Biden sucking his thumb, sitting on the bench instead of the floor there. Basically true. Falling over sandbags. That's how it was. Probably be like that again. Jay Tapper and Dana Bash, they both hate Trump. What's up? Sandy says, they always plan to remove him just like the 1968 convention. They're going to do it as late as possible so voters have no time to vet their new candidate. They have nobody good, so keeping Joe in as long as they can gives little time for the new one to get beat up. It's going to be weird when they do that. Hillary, Newsom. I was telling you guys, I saw a clip of Newsom the other day, and he was looking rough. His state's a disaster. I don't know if anybody wants to export that to their home state. But it certainly feels like they're setting up for something like this. Indeed. Okay, so my friends. The notification that you heard that was coming up was I got to go do a tech check. So next week, on Tuesday, we're going to be doing a Davos in the Desert talk. And so I'm hopping on right now to do a tech check. They're using WebEx as their broadcast platform. And so we're going to hop on there and make sure everyone can hear me loud and clear. But this is the conference, so this will be next week, May 21st. Your boy is going to be speaking there. And so I'm going to hop on right now and test out the technology. You can see your boy is going to be speaking right here. 10 a.m. Alvin Bragg case. Woo, it's going to be good. And look at all these amazingly smart people who are speaking. Dave Wanatek, the E.G. Carroll case, Timothy Lasota, Associate Dean, U of A, Mark's on Ethos Law Firm, Gateway Pundit's going to be there. Robert Barnes is going to be there. Whoa! He's talking about the Jack Smith case. John Eastman's going to be there. Rachel Alexander, Dennis Willencheck. Oh man, it's going to be so good. Okay, so your boy's speaking 10 a.m. And we're going to hop on and do a tech check right now to make sure you can hear me loud and clear. What's up? R. Taylor's in the house. Says Cohen. Says Michael, I don't have anything on Trump. It's pure gold. So good to see their BS coming to light for exactly what it is. A huge pile of steaming dog do. Bye-bye, Biden. Says, and may every Biden supporter be quiet and hush up. Time for the Democrats to retire. Don't forget that the internet is forever. Good stuff. Okay, we had another one that I missed. Lisa in the house. What's up, Lisa? Membo for 3 months. Thanks for being a member for 3 months, Lisa. You're amazing. 1/3 of the way to a baby. Thank you for working so hard for your watchers. Well, Lisa, thank you for saying that. I really enjoy our time together. We got a very important business to attend to. And so I'm grateful and honored to be going through it with you together. So it's a beautiful day, my friends. It's a beautiful and incredible Friday. I hope your week has come to a beautiful close and all of your emails have been dealt with. Your to-do list is empty. You've even taken your trash out. That's how ready for the weekend you are. We're going to come back in a few hours, my friends. We've got a bunch of stuff queued up. I have on the docket. A couple letters from Congress. Tish James getting an inquiry. Senate is looking into Fannie. And we got the contempt stuff for Merrick Garland, which was, I think, a pretty spicy evening last night. So a few hours from now, we'll be back here to get into it. One more reminder, we'll have an early Membo stream in the morning tomorrow. So check the calendar, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll do our Membo stream. Then I'm out of here for an event. And I'm not going to do Lodge tomorrow as well. So that's the other reminder. So no Lodge tomorrow, early stream in the morning for Membos. We'll be back here at the regular time a few hours from now to get into the show. My friends, get out there, get after it, and see you back here soon. Bye.
All right.
You have 2 new messages. Friday, 12.
let's get this filming with you. You're the only one that's going to be here. No. All right. Is that later today? I don't know, Chopper. I'm gonna be at birthday dinner. Okay. Well, I'm at the end of the stream, guys. Apparently, I have to do something with this phone, so maybe I can. Let me see something real quick. Just one minute. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Chopper. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I may restart this. I gotta end this. I gotta do something on this phone. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Peace.